It all started with this Craigslist ad. It's posted on the New York Craigslist under nonprofit. It says, "Help us solve a murder." In the flyer, it says Sophia Martinez moved to New York City about 1 year ago for grad school at NYU and has stopped talking to all of her friends and family shortly after. The NYPD won't do anything, insisting she only needs to come find herself. In a note not written in her handwriting. That's the last we've heard from her. There's a pattern of women disappearing from the Village area of New York City, and the NYPD just looks the other way. Quite often, these abductions happen in broad daylight. In the flyer, it sends us to a site called helpsophia.com. When we get to the site, it's not like you'd expect. It's very creepy in its layout. It says things like, "You're one of the brave ones. You can help her." Probably not the site you're expecting, and this isn't for the faint of heart. There is a riddle underneath "Help Her." If you click on "Help Her," it brings you to a password. Underneath "Help Her" is a riddle. Solve that riddle, and you'll get the password. Tool of a thief. Toy of queen always used to be unseen, sign of joy. Sign of sorrow, giving all a likeness borrowed. Once solved, it comes to mask. Mask is the password. We come to the next page called "There Are." It says, "I guess you've earned a hello," which has 2 flash videos. Here's the first flash video.
Alright, so at this point you're probably wondering, what the fuck, right? I mean, there aren't many of us, so we've got to be pretty selective. And frankly, if you're freaked out by this already, you're probably not cut out for what it is we do. Now, what you need to know is that there are bad people in your city whose whole reason for existing is to hurt other people. And it's easier just to look the other way, to pretend it's not real. But if we want to, we can stop them. I know. I have. So, welcome. Sorry for all the stupid puzzles, but we don't just need brave. We need smart for what we're getting into.
And here's the creepier second video. On the sides of the site, it says, "Okay, remember, too easy." In the middle, it says, "And the truth is, Sophie is probably dead. I don't know for sure. We can get the people who did this, though, if you want it bad enough." If you click on "Closer," you'll come to a page that needs a password. Underneath "Closer" is what seems to be a puzzle. Once translated, it comes to "Lives only in light, always attached. Disappears on and off with you till death. Hides in your coffin when it shuts. One word, all caps." The answer? Shadow, which is our next password. This brings you to the third page, where you see a GIF of Stephen Colbert dramatically clapping. There are also 2 PDFs at the bottom, and an A1Z26 puzzle in the middle. It also mentions @bash at the bottom, referring to an @bash cipher. Here are the 2 PDFs. They both seem to be medical examination papers describing strange wounds that 2 people had. There are certain parts highlighted in orange, and the paper has a strange discolor to it. Both of the patients have a strange optic nerves. You can look deeper into these on the site. Again, Revelation, if you click on it, brings you to a section that needs a password. Once solving the puzzle, you get, "I run slower than my friends. If you don't tell me, someone will. And though I might just set you free, you to yourself must first be me." Once translating this puzzle, it comes to "Truth," our next password. This page is called "In It," and it says, "You need to know our enemy. They look like us, they bleed like us, and we hacked their shit." It has a username and a password. Time for a field test. We may only have one chance to save her. Don't be late. Don't come alone. But only bring friends you can rely on. Once you're here, look for me. The words you need will be beneath the bloody smile, like this. Word, space, word. It has a location and an invite for Friday, April 27th, between 2:30 and 6 p.m. If we go back up to "and we hacked their shit" and click on it, it brings you to this page that's in Russian for Drakon Industry. The website, once logged in, is very strange. There's categories on the right that you can go to. One page has previously mentioned autopsy documents, and also the first pages of several other autopsy reports. There's also weird messages on the site from what is supposed to be the hacker. I have everything down in the description if you want to check this out, along with the passwords. When reading through the past comments on the Drakon Industry page, it almost seems like they're hitmen for hire. They all have numbers, payments, and things that they have done. So look through yourself and see what you make of this. If you go to the bottom and click the truth, it brings you to another page that needs a password. What I am thinking is the password is somewhere at the meetup. Now, if anyone goes, please be careful and bring a friend or document it. Please put all your findings in the comments.